Oh, interesting. Yeah, you don't want to test her. Good job, Hayley. Who is she? Hey everyone, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today we are watching the originals season 1 episode 2. And in the first episode, it was more of Elijah's point of view from the backdoor pilot. So we basically saw the majority of the scenes already. There was just a few here and there, and then the very end we got a little bit more, like Marcel is currently holding a witch. We don't really know much about her. Elijah was able to convince the witches to let Hayley go into his protection, so now Hayley lives with him and Klaus, and then Klaus ended up daggering Elijah at the very end because he needed to do this on his own, or he didn't want Elijah's help. My brain is kind of forgetting about that, but I do know he daggered Elijah for an unnecessary reason. Maybe he didn't trust Elijah, but yeah, so it's kind of interesting the way they did it, that it wasn't just like a full new episode. It was kind of like they redid the backdoor pilot, so that way if anyone just started watching the originals from the first episode, they weren't just thrown right in like most shows do. So it was kind of interesting how they did that, but I am interested to see what happens with the series, and I believe Rebekah shows up in this episode, I'm assuming. Also, the first line of the synopsis is that Rebekah arrives in New Orleans at her brother's Elijah's request, so I'm excited to see that, and I can't wait for Claire and Phoebe to work together, because they didn't get to work together on the Vampire Diaries, but I'm assuming they work together here, so I can't wait. But before we get into the episode, if you're enjoying my content, please be sure to subscribe. If you have anything you want to say about the episode or the reaction, please comment down below. Please keep it spoiler free, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Without further ado, let's get into the episode.
I will take back my home and reclaim what was mine. I will be king.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did that to be king.
The city of New Orleans.
Some are looking for something a little darker.
Hey, there's
more dangerous.
Steven.
So we invite them into my home, erase their memory, send them on their way. No muss, no fuss.
I'm impressed.
Nothing I didn't learn from you back in the day.
What's up?
Oh.
So
he doesn't kill them.
6 of our guys were killed in the bar outside.
Something tells me that it might have been Rebekah. Well, Rebekah's home.
I'm here and I'm worried. Now pick up before I kick in your bloody door.
Oh, did they finally get to have a scene together?
Who the hell are you?
Yes!
You must be the maid. I seem to see some kind of supernatural miracle baby bump. I guess you're not showing yet. It's Hayley, isn't it? You have your brother's manners. And his temper too. So watch it. Which means Klaus has done something dastardly, and Klaus like, Klaus! Get up here and tell me what you've done with our brother, you narcissistic, backstabbing wanker!
Enough! You're all shouting! Little sister, I should have known.
So sorry, were they friends of yours? Oh, that's right, you don't have any friends.
I do have friends. I have Marcel.
I
You
love
remember him,
Rebekah.
don't you? We're taking a long autumn nap upstairs. We'll go and take a look around. You remember this house as well as I?
I remember everything.
Oh,
I remember
1820s.
how the drunken fool of governor hid away all of our vampire sins in exchange for gold. Dearest Elijah, you've only ever wished happiness for me. Camille and I are in love. Please let me turn him.
Rebekah, the government has graciously agreed to hide a lot of our...
Robbed your knickers for, then human beings would cease to exist and we'd have no bloody food.
How dare you, sir? You were too well treated.
That he's so mean to Rebekah. Oh, so turning him was bad,
Wasn't good enough
but
for you.
killing
No one
him?
was ever good enough for me, Nick. You made sure of that. Now, where's Elijah?
Oh, welcome home, little sister.
Yeah, she's so happy to be there. Oh look,
You.
Hayley's
Oh, God.
still there.
I'm gonna search this house inch by inch until I find what my evil brother has done to my good one. You're helping.
Oh.
The governor.
As long as I'm carrying this baby, I can't leave New Orleans. If I do, they kill me.
Oh no, and Klaus is planning a box for you the second you give birth to whatever's cooking in your tum. I'm leaving as soon as I find Elijah. Being daggered in a box for decades sucks.
Yeah,
Trust me.
she doesn't want to repeat
You
that.
best find a way to break that hex and run.
Though still upset that there is no mention of their past show. I would have loved for them to be like, yeah, you look familiar. But I doubt that would have been. They would have been able to work that in, but still excited that the first episode she's in, they're working together. Finally! And there's Sophie. So is Rebekah gone to see Sophie? Yep,
Sophie Deborah.
Rebekah.
My brother Elijah told me about you.
If we run, we're leaving our legacy behind. Our home, our family.
So that's why they stay.
Well, family's overrated.
Yeah, she's not really fond of Klaus or her family sometimes.
I'm outside of Marcel, I'm aware.
You don't understand. Marcel is not just some guy that Klaus turned into a vampire. Klaus loved him like a son. I
Oh,
was there the day
interesting.
we met. We were burying Emil. And that is why your plan will fail. All you've done is bring back together two long-lost souls. Without Elijah between them, who knows what they'll do.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's gonna go well.
Opportunity will present itself someday.
How about tonight? 9 o'clock. I'll meet you right here.
I'll take it under consideration.
Arch.
I dare say
Playing
I've lost my touch.
Wingman.
Or you've lost yours.
Interesting.
We're gonna kill a wolf? Just a little one. Give me a minute.
Oh, is she trying to get rid of...
It's an ugly town for wolves. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, well, here's the problem, is that it's a half wolf, half vampire, so... You're gonna have problems.
Hey. Want to gain points? Tell Marcel there's a werewolf in the corner.
You take me to the nicest places.
Oh, and she's gonna...
Well,
Let her die in cold storage. Got a thing about people who betray their own friends. Come on. Let's go cry.
go.
Well, that explains him. Because I knew he was part of this, I just didn't know how, so... There's Rebekah watching.
Attack or pop, now counter parry. A hit, palpable hit.
And now he's all grown up. Oh, Klaus does not like this. She's not so sure she wants to.
Rebekah Mikaelson. Come to teach me another lesson?
Ooh. That seems like it's going to be bad. That doesn't seem like a pleasant reunion. But also he knows about the werewolf in the quarter, so this is... What's he gonna do about that?
I love my sister, but she lacks fortune when it comes to men. They come and go for her, but I am the constant.
Yeah, because you kicked them out of her life.
She's my family.
Oh, you said I was family.
If I find out you know where Elijah is, you needn't fear Klaus. I'll kill you myself.
Yeah, you don't want to test her.
We stopped the blast and all, but I can't help you. It's nice seeing you, though. Good luck finding what you're looking for.
Unless that biker bar is frequented by small-town high school quarterbacks, I can't imagine she'd be interested.
Except it was your guys.
Just got a tip. Someone's all werewolf and beyond.
Best. Keep your sister in line.
I'd have greater chance of draining the Mississippi with a straw.
Yeah, keeping you two in line is not easy.
Come on, Hayley.
Do you really want to do that? Yeah, being out in the open like that is probably not the best idea.
Got move coming.
Now that is no way to treat a pregnant lady. I do hate bad manners.
Oh, I think I've come to like Rebekah a hell of a lot more now. Oh, she's a fun one.
And he needed new recruits. So I made the new one mine. Before he'd had even a drop of the vein.
Oh, interesting.
Let's have a little chat about what you can do for me.
Like you. And right now I only need good in my life, not someone who's
Tragically wounded and damaged by demons he can't escape.
Kind of like you?
the
Does anyone have any more questions?
Yeah, where's Elijah?
No? Good.
All of this fuss, sir, about not wanting the child, and then the second she tells you she's ready to get rid of it.
Yeah. So much for that. You really do want the baby.
It's okay to care.
I gave Elijah to Marcel.
What? Why?
Marcel was nervous. There's the door. See
Interesting.
if I care.
Okay, I'll give him that. He is very clever. I'll give him that. Because he makes it seem like he's doing all these bad things, but he was really plotting, because, you know, that's what he does. He manipulates plots and figures out other ways, but I did not see the fact that he gave Elijah to Marcel. But that would make sense as another way to get him to trust him. get Marcel to trust him. So, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
What is it with you two? You say you hate him, but the way you deal with him, it's so clear. Even when you hate him, you still love him.
It's
I
family.
guess when you spend 1,000 years with someone, deciding to quit them is like losing a part of yourself. And again, every time I found someone to care about, I just kept doing it until finally I stopped falling in love. He said he was protecting me from my mistakes, that no one was ever good enough for his little sister.
Technically, the only one he didn't kill was
Until one
Stefan.
day someone was.
You're right. I cannot. But you, dear sister, need a lesson in what you can and cannot take from me.
Oh my god.
How did she get those?
I found them under your coffin. So if a couple of antique steak knives were the only thing stopping you from getting Elijah back, then here you go.
Ooh. Good job, Hayley. I'm gonna love their friendship.
I sent everyone home for the night. No, you won't.
Perhaps you're right.
But I will kill her.
Let her go.
Yeah.
I'll take you to see Elijah. You want to see Elijah? Fine. Follow me.
Yeah. This is not gonna go well for Klaus, but
Come on out, sweetheart. Invite her in.
Come in.
again, who is Davina?
I wouldn't do that. Then I'm afraid it's time for you to leave.
Again, who is she? I understand she's a witch, but who is she and what is she to Marcel?
It's like this town is mine, Davina's mine, and Elijah is mine until I feel like giving him back. What was once yours, what was once your brother's, it's now mine. And don't ever touch Cammy again.
I want it all back. And if I have to push him out to get it, then that's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah, you don't cross him.
I'll have someone see to the air conditioning. We don't stand on ceremony. What is it?
It's not a what.
It's a who.
A girl, Davina. She caught me when I was 16 and she wiped my memory of the location.
Marcel possesses a weapon bigger and more powerful than an original, and you handed our brother to him. How many times will Elijah forgive you? How long until his hope for your redemption finally dies?
I did what I had to do. Marcel took our home.
And our home is worthless without family.
She's got a point there.
Elijah. Whatever it takes. Are you going to help me?
Whatever it takes.
There it is. All working together. But still, who is Davina?
I'm gonna need you to figure out how we kill an original.
Well, 3 are already dead, so it is possible, but who is Davina? And, like, how is she so powerful? Like, so many questions about her. But I did like that we get, like, early backstory about Marcel and his connection to the originals. And, you know, his connection to Rebekah. I know him and Rebekah end up together. I also know there was the big line that the little one actually said of, "I'll marry you someday," because and there's a convention that I follow on Facebook that posted that as a photo op between the two of them. I didn't understand it, and I don't pretend it, but I ignore it, so it's like, but I do know that they end up together, especially since Legacies had a reunion last week. Was it last week? Or the week before that? I think it was last week. Because, not the Thursday that just passed, but the Thursday before that. Because I'm filming this on... yeah, I'm filming this on the... on the 23rd, so you won't see this for actually a while. But I filmed this on the 23rd, so it wasn't the 21st, but it was the week before that. I can't think of what day that was, but I believe that was a reunion between Rebekah, sorry, my brain forgot. Rebekah, Marcel, Cole, and someone I haven't met yet, even though that she was spoiled from me from a comment in an episode from season 3 of Vampire Diaries. But I won't mention her yet, so because we haven't seen her yet, and I haven't met her yet. But there was the reunion between that and the main character, Hope, which I do believe is Hayley and Klaus's daughter, but I'm not 100% sure, so I want to wait to find that out. But I do know that she's connected to either the Vampire Diaries or the originals. Like, she's someone's child. I know that, but I don't know who, so don't tell me. But yeah, so there was that, and I'm assuming it's Klaus and Hayley's baby, because why else would the originals be there? So, but again, I would like to find that out for myself. But yeah, so they had that reunion, and I know that Rebekah was with Marcel, and as much as you all can yell at me for spoilers, I can't help what's seen when I'm watching the CW, or, you know, what comes up on my YouTube page. I try to ignore it and try and see what's happened. I throw it away, or not throw it away, but I ignore it, or I say unfollow, so that way it doesn't come up anymore. But because this was such a big reunion since the original is ended, it's all over the place, and it was kind of hard to avoid. I tried my best, but other than that, I do not know much about the series, so I'm trying my hardest not to spoil myself beyond that. So anything that comes up with the Legacies, I will either see because of promos, but I try to avoid everything else. So I'm not actively looking to spoil myself. Like I said, this Legacies episode was big, and it ended up all over not Twitter, but all over YouTube, and because I've been watching Vampire Diaries, things get recommended to me. Thankfully enough, nothing from the originals has gotten recommended to me, but when it comes to the Vampire Diaries and Legacies, that gets recommended to me. But I do try my best to ignore it. Sometimes it pops up and I read the caption. I'm like, shit, no, I shouldn't be reading that. So, like I said, as things have already been aired, especially when it comes to Vampire Diaries and the originals, it's bound to happen. And when it comes to the legacies, when things like that happen, I mean, it's airing, it's aired, it happens. But I am trying my best. That being said, I'm going on a rant now. But yeah, so it was just kind of nice to see a little bit of a backstory of how Marcel and the originals are connected, how he's connected to Klaus, about that, so that, you know, he was like a son to Klaus. So that's kind of interesting and changes the dynamic a bit between Klaus and Marcel. I figured that they were just really good friends tearing it up in New Orleans, but it makes a bit more sense as to why they want him to take down Marcel. Also, very interesting that they had originally the Marcel-Rebekah dynamic. So, I like that. And it is nice to see a little bit of a change in Klaus when it comes to Hayley and the baby and family, so still a little cautious about Klaus because of his treatment of Rebekah and his treatment of Elijah, but I'm still working on giving him a chance, because now it's a different dynamic than the Vampire Diaries, so there's a lot more to it, and they're gonna dive more into his life and things like that, so I'm gonna give it a try. He's still not my favorite. Marcel is still wishy-washy. I'm still not a big fan of him right now, but we're only on the second episode, so that can change. And Divya, I don't understand her. Not at all. So we'll see what happens. But can't wait. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you enjoyed my content, please be sure to subscribe. If you have anything you want to say about the episode or the reaction, please comment down below. I do post full episodes and early access on my Patreon, which you can find in the description below. And be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And until next time, bye guys.